What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's Viking Actual, and today I'm bringing you a bit of a different video. Obviously we've done gameplay videos, we've done build videos, and in some of those I have mentioned that I've been really lazy, and I've not done all the farming that I should to get things for those builds. Now, one of those that I've mainly mentioned is the perfected Maelstrom Arena Greatsword, and some people may not know what that is. They may have never encountered an arena, so I thought that today, for a bit of a change, I would do a live commentary. We're not going to go live, but we'll do a live commentary as I take on the Maelstrom Arena Veteran to try and get the perfected Maelstrom Arena Greatsword. And that way, if anyone's interested in going for those builds that include that sword, you'll know exactly what to expect through the various levels. You may also recognise the build we're using. It is one of the most popular ones on the channel. It is the Raining Fire. So not only is it great for PvP, I have successfully done multiple runs through the Maelstrom Arena on this build as well, just thanks to all that dot damage. So without further ado, let's get to it. And then we are in the arena. So this is Arena 1. This is super easy. You can get through this even on Veteran without even using an ultimate or any other things on the outside. I suppose this is a good advocate that the build that we're using I've also used in things like Infinite Archive and stuff, so it's not solely the not solely for PvP, but you can kind of see the kind of dot damage that we build up, and then you can apply that to what you would be seeing in PvP as well. I know that some people are quite eager to see some PvP gameplay of this one, so I will make sure to try and get some of that out. I am also thinking that once I get the perfected Maelstrom Arena, I've decided that I'm going to change a few things, so I may remake that build. Any of the updated things. Unless you really care about it when you're doing stuff like this, I wouldn't worry about the score. You're here for the loot. At the end of every round, you'll get loot. When you get to that point, you'll obviously see me pick it up. That is not going to include the sword or any of the Maelstrom Arena weapons. You have to complete the whole thing all the way to the end to get or just a chance, not even a guarantee, to get a chance of getting the Maelstrom weapons. And then normally it's about 4 rounds, and then the big boss. But obviously this isn't that big of a boss. If you were going to use this predominantly for PvE, this is kind of changing my clientele here a little bit, because most of my videos have been PvP. But if you were going to change, you could 100% change probably Animal Companions to the Arcanist Herald of the Tomb abilities. The Fate Carver, the Tentacles, all would work perfect, especially with the damage over time of this build. There you go, collect all that. But yeah, if you wanted to spec specifically into PvE with this build, which you 100% can, but that is how I would do it. I would swap animal companions for Arcanists, Herald of the Tomb. And always make sure to keep up your buffs. On this one, you can pull these to temporarily stop the things spinning, like so, and then it will, after a short while, start up again. But on this build, you have so many heals over time. As long as you've got them up relatively all the time, you're fine. You're more than fine. Go.
So far, so good. But the
Round
worst
3.
is yet to come.
I forget actually how many how many arenas there are. So after this one, I think it is then the swamp, then after the swamp, it's then into like the indoor Dwemer workshop area, what it looks like, and then finally, no, not finally, then it's the ice, then the then the Daedric, like Fargrave kind of style, then it's the poison, which is arguably the hardest. The snow and the poison, arguably the hardest. And then finally the fire and the final boss. For these, you want to try and get them as low as possible, as fast as possible, because they then put up their shield. And then you move on to the next one. And once that shield's up, then you need to swap to the next target. There you go, he's went straight back into damaged him so much the first time, as has that one. So then we're straight back to this one. So it's all based on their health. Wow. Actually managed to run out of stamina. Oh, go on, we can do it. Close, so close. Right, now this one. Ah, we're not going to get him either. Damn. And... Right, this is it. There you go. There's one. And two. Done. There is the level 2. Back to our rewards. And into the next. Which, if I'm right, is... Yeah, is this one. We're going to put our pots here. No, I'm not going to claim to do a flawless run. When I say that the frosts, it's a bit of a niche mechanic. Sometimes it's all about timing really on that one. The poison one, for me personally, is a living nightmare. When we get to it, I can explain the mechanic, but it is unforgiving. And I do not say that lightly. Thankfully, your progress is saved every like round. So if you get to round 3 and die, you just respawn and then have to redo 3. You don't have to do the whole thing again.
By the stairs of the Queen.
So that is good. But yeah. Queen's champions there. There you go. Should use that. If you're ever getting snared or stuck, that ability on Warden is a lifesaver. Go on. Ah, so close. Nearly got it. The water here is fine as long as it's not electrified. As soon as it's like this electrified, you don't want to be in it. And like I said, never ever let your things, all your buffs go off, because that's what it's like. You'll be at full health, and then you'll be no more. Right. It's time to kill a queen. For this one, we're going to use it. I'll be honest, probably should have saved it until my buffs were up, but yeah. And done. So once you kill the boss, everything else goes away. Yeah. That was really poor timing on my ultimate. I kind of wasted the major vulnerability. All of this, I mean, you can either sell it, or bear in mind it's all purple quality. Just grind it down, break it up, get all those resources. So this is that indoor Dwemer room I was kind of telling you about. So we've done the swamp, we've done the Dwemer room, we've done that first like courtyard, and now we're in the indoor. These things, try and kill them as they come out, because they will lock into these little points, and then they put up a shield and then you can't touch them. And then they shoot electric at you, so as they pop out, just finish them off. They're super low health, so they're nice and easy. There you go. Just let the dot get him. notice that we haven't had to use any of the things around the outside yet. I'm going to let that one over there lock in, so you can see what it does. So he locks in, that's his little shield up. You now can't attack him, and then if you carry on, he'll do that. He shoots little lightning bolts at you. And in fairness, they do hurt actually quite a bit. So you do have to keep your eye on it. It's one of the mechanics on this one. Not entirely sure how long they last for. I want to say it's until the end of the round, but they may run a timer. There we go. Oh. Ah, I missed him, see? Right, we missed that one. Get them all in one. There you go. You do get these little mini bosses, but I mean they're nothing really to write home about. I wouldn't be wasting ultimates on them. Right, what are we on? Wave 3. Yeah, see bottom left, that's 15 out of 15, that's your Right, we are going to use it on this one. Now, how I'm using the build at the moment is essentially how you're going to use it in PvP. You're going to use the Noxious Breath, which is your major breach. Well, one form of your major breach, because you're also able to defizz it, because it's cheapening an area of effects to get your proc of Seething Fury. And then you can then use that to proc that, increasing your weapon and spell damage by 300 and giving you a nice, powerful whip to knock an enemy out. And this is the one you gotta watch. It's fine up until the final boss. Now, the water is never safe. Never safe. No matter what level you're on or any time, it's not safe to stand in. It will freeze you down to the bone, and which will ultimately kill you. So you need to make sure you're watching out for these guys on the smaller rounds and interrupt them, although that took a while. Because if they break it, you're then going to be in the water, which is bad news. So those guys always spawn in the middle, the little trolls that spawn in the middle. You can just interrupt them, that stops them, and then you can go and finish them. And they constantly spawn. It's not even really linked to a round. You can be between rounds and then spawning.
Now you die.
Alright, hopefully he's going to come running over here. There we go. Yeah, so troll breakers is what you want to watch out for. But these rounds are all relatively easy. Let the dot finish them off while I rebuff. That is the really nice thing about dot. If you're in a, you know, a bit of a situation, and you just need a break away from a fight, basically, it's amazing. Because while you swap to your back bar, you're still dealing damage. See, round's over, but this thing is still in, so always stay vigilant. Because if one of these breaks at the start of a round, you've got to play that whole round without one of the islands, which really limits you. Ah. Go. God, he's dealing a lot of damage. There you go, he's dead then. And I missed that. There we go. That's a nice little trick with Deep Fissure. If you kind of swing the camera right about as it does to proc, you can slightly increase its range. Oh, this one's got more rounds. Come on, prop that. There we go. And dead. There you go. So you can heal back to full health without even using your burst heal. Right. Both of them spawning at the same time. This is the one you've got to watch. So he's got some really powerful attacks. He can stun you as well. And when he does that, you want to get out of there. So he's now destroyed on those platforms. One hit is all it takes. So when it starts to look like he's charging up, you want out of there. Oh, that's bad. Right. That's a perfect example. So even when you're fighting the main boss, watch out for those trolls, because that troll basically cost me that round because I had nowhere to run to. Because you will need all three of these to take him out. Right, before he comes back in, let's buff up. Right, there's a troll going over there. So we're going over there too. Right. Rebuff all this up. All ready. Come on, come over here. Damn. That's him going, so we're out of that. Right, now we're down to the last one. Done. Nice. So that's literally what we got to do. Normally he won't go and destroy the last one. He'll just fight you, but then obviously you've got all the ads spawning in. Fire grade. It's not a very hard mechanic, but there is a bit of a mechanic. These pillars that glow, if you damage these and lead this over to where the cobwebs are, and they kill it, it then takes the cobwebs off. Alternatively, you can kill them, and then they drop a little poison sack, which you can then throw. If you throw them at it, it will then take the cobwebs off as well. And you want the cobwebs off so you've got the maximum opportunity to hit light. So I'll kill this one here. He makes a little pus ball, and throw it over there, and then take it off there. So even if you've accidentally killed it, it's fine. And we do this because they spawn in these little spider zerglings. They're scared of the light. So rather than having to battle them, we can drag them away. But this one's not quite hard. There we go. And then when you've got them all open and they're all shining, it will stun all enemies, even ones that spawn in. So like this flesh action rather, stunned when it's happening. You do have to watch out for the spiders because they try and put cobwebs back on. And then you have to restart. It's like that. Right, so the spiders zerglings are in, we go back to the light, they all run away. Right, so let's grab... Oh, I killed him. Let's take the middle one. And burp up. There you go, see, web spinner. Get out of there. Now a lot of people go for the other morph of Searing Strike, but this one is amazing because whatever damage it deals, it will heal you for 111%. Bear in mind it hits for 4,000. I mean, it's a low level burst. There you go. So the mini boss is even stunned by it. In fact, we'll double check it, but I think the main boss for this one is even stunned by it. So it is super valuable. Oh, thought I could block that, but never mind. Oh, should have blocked that. Should have blocked that one as well. Thankfully, this build is naturally quite forgiving. There we go. It's going to try and get that globule button. It's going to despawn or blow up. Yeah. Right, final boss. Probably don't need to hit that, but we are just in case. Obviously, at all, well, not at all costs, but as much as you can, try and interrupt her attacks. Just helps you out. Come on. There you go. And that is that one done. Where we look? Yep. Right. I need to remember now. This may be Vault of Umbrage. The poison. Me and this arena have problems. I don't know what anyone else's opinion is. For me, this is the hardest arena. Now, those nice glowy mushrooms that you think, oh, they look cute. No. Avoid them at all cost. Because they will infect you with poison. I'll also watch out for these, because if they hit you, you get infected by the same poison. So, for the people that shoot arrows, archers, and then stay away from the mushroom radius, because if you get hit by one of those, you have, like in that radius, you have to run super quickly to one of the health pools in either end before you end up getting taken out. So I'm kind of playing with fire, standing so close to that one over there. So these are your health pools. They'll kind of like remove any effects, and if you can get them out quickly, kill those, because they call in more mushrooms. So on this one you really have to pay attention, not only to where the mushrooms are, but to where like all of the area of effect ground things are, so that you don't end up getting invariably hit by some form of poison that will knock you dead in seconds. It literally is seconds. Burst heal, you can't even burst through a heal through it. It is insane. So this one requires a lot of attention and a lot of patience. As yet, impressively, we haven't had to use any of the like in arena buffs, so that's quite good. Poison cooler? Nope, Feral Gun. That, however, is dive out the way of that. Right. rebuff button, because this one takes a little while. Maybe not today. Some days it feels super hard. Other days, you just kind of fly through it. What level are we on now? Oh. So same as the trolls and the ice one, they do spawn in between rounds as well. So just keep your eye out for them, because you do not want to be caught out before the round's even started, having to jump in one of those pools. You only get 2 of these per level, so you need to like savour them for the dire situations, because when you get down to like fighting the final boss, you've got ads like this shooting you with poison arrows that you inflict to get. You may not be paying attention to the ground, end up walking straight into one of the mushroomy things. Fun times are not had all around. Right, how are we doing? How are we doing? Control. Ooh. There is so many mushrooms now, and I do not like it. And it's the boss. Now this boss is hard. Like, you generally can die to it on its own without any help. The fact that it has help doesn't help. There you go. So we've been afflicted with violent poison and gone. Just a raw... Damn. What? Didn't even see damage. There. Come again. Might have to take speed so I can kind of get around a bit. Right, that's the call that he hit me with last time. That one hit me, so that is what you want to try at all costs to avoid. And I should have known that was going to happen when I run over to it. Come on. There's a mushroom there. Right, we've got him low. Come on. Yes. Right. Oof. And there. Okay. Now I think we then go into fire. Yep, igneous. This is the second to last one. So this one, they just shoot fire from the outside. You do have these like little monomer things. When you get to the final boss, and some of them are like mini bosses, it will be linked to those. You have to go and destroy those before you can then attack the main boss. It's It's nothing super hard, and to be honest, most of the bosses are so slow. If you've got something that's got major what's the word? Not major maneuverability, major expedition. You can basically stay out of reach of them the whole time. So this one, when he goes purple, he's linked to this one over here. Come and destroy it. Best thing ever is that he's then stunned for a little bit, and then you can hit him. And next round.
So far, so good. But the worst is yet to come.
While he's stunned, we buff back up. They don't hit mega hard, so you do have a bit of time. And obviously, we've got so many hills and dots that you can afford to take a little step back every now and then, just to kind of clutch yourself. And there we go. Just for convenience, I'm going to grab mobility. Right, that's going to be a boss. See if we can get both of them in there. Gone. Right, round 4. You do also have to watch out for these guys doing that, because if you don't interrupt them, that channeled fire damage that they shoot out does deal a lot of damage. So I will say that is one thing to keep an eye out. Otherwise, this one, just regular PvE kind of gameplay really. I'll block if they come up yellow. Try and dodge the area effect circles like that one. Even when they pull you back. Keep your buffs up. And how about it? Right. So the final boss, all the previous ones, there's only been one. Final boss is all 3. Before the shooting spawned in though, you can get on with it. There you go. And she is stunned for ages. It's almost laughable how long she is stunned for. But then... Oh. They then do come back up. And then you're on like the second side phase. But I mean, it's not a second phase insofar as anything about her changes. She stays exactly the same. Out of all the bosses, I genuinely think that one's the easiest. She moves so slow, she doesn't really chase you. And then once you've got them down, she just stays incapacitated for basically, she stays incapacitated until they're back up. And finally, this is our final arena. If you're stood there waiting for it to start, it won't until you've kind of stepped into the arena, into the circle. There's been a few times it's caught me up. You want to avoid white ghosts on this one. So the white ghosts you want to avoid. They will kind of like, not necessarily stun, but they'll immobilise you. The yellow ones like that though, you want to walk into. You want to try and collect as many of those as you can see. And once you've collected 3, it will then give you the option to channel, I want to say it's channel your inner soul, which will stun all enemies on the map. So if you're fighting something big, like some of the larger side bosses on this one, there is a giant one of those like Daedra dragon looking things. It can be a little bit challenging. If you're doing one of those and you've managed to save that up, you can then just pop that and you stun them. Makes it super easy to then take them out. But I'll be able to show you it soon. Nope. So now we have spectral explosion. I don't know why I didn't speak English there for a second. I'll wait for some more things to spawn in before using it. Go. Right, let's get him up there. Okay, maybe you have to use it, otherwise it runs out. Oh. One more. There you go. Right. Spectral explosion gets rid of all the ghosts that are flying around, makes it a bit easier for you, and everything is then stunned. Right, round 3. Grab that. So this is one of your little side bosses. Doesn't do much damage, just kind of loads of different stuns. Right, we've got the spectral explosion. Round 4. Let's do this. Oh no, it's taken it away from me. So you just want to keep interrupting these, not interrupting, sorry, killing these guys. They'll spawn at the top, like this one up here. Right, so I'll just go out. Right, if you don't get them, this is what happens. They then spawn in this guy. But if you manage to keep them away and avoid them... Sorry about that, everyone, we had a technical issue. So back here. Hopefully it's kept our round, but it may not have.
Ugly, even purple.
There we go, got him. That was close though. Damn, that hurt. Yeah. And then here's the big boss. The final boss. Right, when you get to this point, this spectral thing here, you need to kill over this, you can then use the portal. And then make sure you get out of the fire. And then find where it's now. So for example here. And then portal. Oh! What? Wildfire. Wildfire. Right, what needs fixing? Because it is... repair. Normally I wouldn't die there, but that was something else. Right, then up. Then you can use this. Ah, I meant to use that wall to stop yourself from being shot off like that. Didn't keep the change on. Oh, let's pull up. There's the wall. So we stand behind this. Buff ourselves up, and then we can start. And then he hits us off anyway, you can't avoid that. But now he should. Nope, he'll be down here now. And then it's just a case of there.
We have a winner.
And that is the Maelstrom Arena. And hopefully, in the Chest of Champions, we will get a... What is that? Not what I needed. But we've got a perfected dagger and perfected sword, which comes with the additional weapon and spell down. Unfortunately, not the sword we needed. So, I hope everyone enjoyed the kind of different kind of video. Obviously, we will be back to doing build videos. I hope to be able to grind this out a little bit more and get the stuff that I need, and then I'll remake the build video for the Berserker, just so we can see it as intended, exactly how it should be, without skimping any details. And finally, I want to finish by saying thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I really appreciate all the support. There's been a lot of new subscribers this week, so thank you to all those that have subscribed, and to all those that have liked all the videos. As always, I will catch you in the next one.